bless you, Lord. We bless you, Lord. We give you glory. There is none like you. There is none above you. None higher than you. None greater than you. You're worthy to be praised. And way down. Thank you, Jesus. On thy throne. Oh, we bless you, Lord. Oh, Lord, I just want to salute you, Jesus. I just want to worship you, Jesus. I just want to give you glory, Jesus. I just want to give you honor, Jesus. Hallowed thou sing. Takes honor. Hey, Shabbat. Oh, Lord,
night to you, Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Once again, it is time for Talking Points. My name's Sheldon Scott here with you up until the 10 o'clock hour. It's now 6 minutes after the hour of 8 o'clock on the Spice Isle of Grenada. Hope you all are having a wonderful night. I'm saying a special good night to those of you joining us via 91.5 Real FM. Not sure if they're on. I find I only seen one connection. Yeah. So double check and see if Real is on, yeah? To the end of my journey. Also a special good night to the listeners via We Noise Radio. Weird good night to you. Good night to you, Keda. Good night to you, Shemi. Good night to the entire Joseph family. Also, good night to the Joseph family down there in Grand Dance. Mr. Hudson McPhail and Mrs. Maureen McPhail, a special, glorious Grenadian good night to both of you. Mr. and Mrs. Crookshank. It's been a while, hasn't it? Come on, we got to get going. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Talking Points is on. And it's your night tonight, yeah? Now we're going to be talking about things by giving you the opportunity, yeah? No, the throat hurting as hell while I'm talking. I just know how to take pain. When the day is done and the shadow fade away, that you, thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. And folks, just to let you all know, the General Council of the new National Party will be taking place this Sunday. That's the 29th of September 2024, starting at 12 noon at the Grenada Trade Center, yeah. NNPites! So calling one, calling all, the new National Party General Council is taking place this Sunday. Alright, so for information to get your transportation to the General Council, you know this one is going to be a big one. This one is going to be a bumper one. Contact your various constituency leads. They would have the information regarding buses and so on. Yeah, you get your bus and thing to come down, you know? And I live the world, you will suffer like thy business. Hey Christian, nobody carry. So remember, it's this Sunday, the 29th, yeah? All roads lead to the General Council of the new National Party. You will suffer like thy business. So whether you have to take a bus, whether you have to take car, whether you have to walk over, I find I seen donkey these days, but I know that the horseman and you might have to rent a little horse from him. Whether you had to wheel in a wheelbarrow, we're heading down to the Grenada Trade Center this Sunday, yeah? You know, if I say you have to take train, some people go say, well, what stupid is he talking? No, sometimes you have to take train too, you know. You will suffer like. What if you're living in the UK or some part of the US and you have to take a train to get to the airport to get the flight to come down for it? Yes, you have to take train too. Train, planes, or automobiles. Jesus on the telephone, tell him what you need. Jesus on the. So the General Council of the new National Party. And if you are unsure as to who your constituency lead is, or how to contact your constituency lead for transportation to get down on Sunday, what you need to do in the morning, call 440-1875 or 1876. You've got two numbers you can call. That's the New National Party Secretariat. You can call 440-1875 or 1876. No, you wouldn't find anybody there now, right? You're going to find them there tomorrow morning. Anytime from 9 is a safe time. You can call the New National Party Secretariat at 440-1875, 1876. State what constituency you're from, and they will be able to give you the number of the contact person for that constituency so you can organize your transportation to come on down, huh? Yeah. So no excuses, huh? I'm looking for all you. All right.
Someone silver and someone gold, but I want Jesus' way.
Good night to you, Pastor Lois. I know you're liking that one, eh? That's how you have to start the week, man. Especially when you had a weekend like I had, eh? And let me see who is on the live. Yeah, let me see on the Facebook, huh? Kemita, I don't see you inside there already. I know you're not feeling well, my dear. Say good night to mommy for us. And to your sister, your son, the entire home circle, your brother, everyone. I see Linda Imelda Francois. Yes, she's in. Ingrid Bourne, Errol Bonaparte, Meryl George. Meryl! What's up, my girl? Anna Lois, Cynthia B, John Mark, Betty James, Dylan Pierre, Jill Williams, good night to you. Esther Peters, Landon Jane, Nesta Sinclair, Teresa Gill, Winifred Simon. Wallan Aquat, Sherms Houston. You better call Tyrone. I see Tyrone Marcel. I see you there, man. Gillian Prescott, Shirley Lacrette, Teresa Buddy, Frederick McLean Mitchell, Lynn Joseph. Yeah, I see Antonito. What's up, bro? And let me see, Vintress. Hey, nurse practitioner Wendy Ann C. Maguire. Hickda Mahon, Laslyn Douglas, the loving Dr. Julie Dubois, Patrick Roberts, Dixie Ann Victor, my soul, yeah. Denise Fabio, Cicely Celestine, Teresa, call him. What's up, Teresa? Charmaine Ragbasing, Glennis George, Nelsia Charles, Sherry Lambert, Joan Henry, yeah, let me see, Cleaver Williams, Laslyn Douglas. I think I call you already. I'm calling you again. Hey, cuz, adorable Kathy Gilbert Levine. Good night to you. Leroy St. Paul, Teresa Vincent, Andre Noel, Sandra Lewis. Wonder who is over on the YouTube. Ooh, look, people on the YouTube. We, Papa. Well, I can't call all them name and them. Good night to everybody on the YouTube, yeah? Alan Jones, good night to you. Michelle Jones, good night to you. Zoe, good night to you. Zayla, good night to you. Sherma Jeremiah, Sherma Alexander. Adrian Watts, good night to you and your lovely wife. Matthew and Patricia out there in Canada. Fatman George, before you message me, good night to you, bro. Yeah, put on your green and come down, man. Somebody asked me how to dress. Put on your green and come down. We greening out the place, man. Sunday is officially Green Day. We greening out the place, yeah? About 1 or 2 meetings, they start to get frightened. Well, they're getting frightened so far, and then people just about 1 or 2 meetings here and there. They're losing their mind. What's first? The phone lines are open, 440-7377, 347-329-3101. So feel free to give us a call. forget people start a thing and then forget it. So folks, we still are in the process of assisting that family in Simone. It's been 1 week, and I love to say that the turnout, those of you that have reached out to the family, I want to thank each and every one of you that have reached out to the family thus far, but the job is not done. We can't just forget them like that, man. Yeah. We have a call online. Good night.
Good night, Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, what I want to do on that.
Go ahead. You're on air. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to find out. It seems like they forget about this lady in the GBD bank, whatever. And I hear anything about her. She's also supposed to come and apologize. So I'm not hearing anything from either you or Jenny.
No, sometimes sometimes you have to give a little 30 days. So let's give a little 30 days, because here's why. No. Here's why I'm saying that. Board of directors typically meet once a month in most cases. So if she made that statement at that time, you wait 30 days. We waiting. Don't think we forget it. You waiting.
Okay.
At the end of the 30 days, we see if she has kept her word, because we have unequivocally proven through the legislation that it is illegal to do what has been done. So let us see if she keeps to her word and she resigns and immediately repays the GDP. She said she would do that. So we're waiting. She made that statement about 3 weeks ago. So 1 week again, 30 days. We expect that a meeting had to take place during that period of time. She would have the opportunity to ask questions at the meeting or to resign at that meeting. Yeah? So we waiting.
Okay.
We waiting.
Well, thank you. That's what I wanted to find out. Yeah.
No, man. You know your boy ain't forgetting nothing.
Okay, brother.
All right, my brother.
I'm enjoying the rest of the show.
Thank you, man. No problem. All
Right.
Very valid question, no? Because if he didn't ask the question, we would not have been able to explain why you have not heard anything from me or why you have not heard anything from Jenny. Now, board of directors, typically whichever board of directors in statutory bodies, right? They tend to meet once a month, unless there's a need for a special meeting because something has happened, but they meet once a month. So you give her 30 days. We go hear what she had to say after. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. Let's hear from you all, eh? Alban Harris. You and Claude Abraham, okay, my brother? Zingo. Kathy Albert. Gracelyn. Ren. Good night to all of you. Hope you all are having a wonderful night, yeah? So yeah, typically the meeting is one meeting every month. So you give them 30 days, you give them some time. Yeah? And then when that time has elapsed, you're coming back and ask a question. No meeting in take place. We ain't hear from you. What's going on? You understand? You made a promise. You want to make sure that you've kept your promise. You just want to make sure. So folks, yeah, we greening out on Sunday, eh? Yeah, make sure and press it and make sure you neat and yeah. We out like that on Sunday, ain't it? Let's fill inside and outside, eh? Yeah, we will take the overflow. We ain't mind. We will make space, yeah. So as I was saying a short while ago, when it comes to the family in Simone, we have to continue attempting to assist us as much as possible. Remember, there is a serious housing situation. There is a serious housing situation that needs to be addressed. So I know many of you have donated already. You've tried whatever small donations it is. You've reached out to Dr. Dubois or Kathy or Wendy Ann. Many of you have done so. Many of you may be waiting until, well, the end of the month. You look at how your finances going and then you say, well, okay, I can make a donation at that time. We understand. But please, I don't want to drop the issue. I don't want to let people forget that that family is in need. Yeah. We have a caller online. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night.
Yes, boss. Good night.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I don't do nothing, man.
You don't doing nothing?
No, them people and them don't taking me on these days, boy.
Yeah. What kind of thing is that? Why now?
I don't know, boy.
Why you know, man?
I don't know what's going on in this tongue of St. George, you know. I don't know nothing. I do not know nothing. That's why I called to tell you that I don't know nothing what's going on in tongue of St. George. I don't get no call. I don't know what's going on, boy.
All right, I go fix that for you.
Well, I can imagine nobody calling Bull again, you know.
No, I go fix that for you, I tell you.
What the hell's going on?
Bull, I go fix that for you.
I hope so.
I go fix that for you. Don't worry.
All
right, my brother. Everything else okay for the time being?
Yeah, but I have a knee that hurting me.
Oh, boy, yeah. I know the last time I saw you had a little problem with the leg injury. Yeah. All right, my brother.
Are they otherwise?
The man with the pens.
Yes, man.
All right, my brother. We go talk.
I don't know what's going on because I want to come down this Sunday too.
Yes, so don't worry. I'm gonna make sure I reach out to you.
Well, you better do that, man, because I find that stupidness in this tongue of St. George.
All right, my brother. Don't worry. We gonna take care of you, man.
All right, okay.
All right, bro. Blessings.
Yeah.
All right. 440-737. So Bull want to make sure, but you know Bull want to make sure he did because he and Green Man want to lime together, and that is the crew, right? So 440-7377. So Tonga St. George, I know you all listening. Reach out to Bull, all right? And I will make sure and contact one or tomorrow, and I will make sure that it is done. All right, 440-7377, 347-329-3101. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside. And somebody asking if they could attend. Yeah, you could come. Hey, you want to come Sunday? Come. Put on your green and come. Yeah, come down. Nice. Yeah, we have the closed session, which is specific to the delegates and the observers. And so there's a closed session and then there's an open session. So when you contact the constituency leads, they will tell you whether you're a delegate or an observer, or if you're just one of the folks that want to come down. You're not a delegate or observer, but you want to come down and support the party. Yes, you can come down. When you contact the constituency leads, they would give you the information so you know exactly how to go about doing it. All right? 440-7377, 347-329-3101. All I've seen is messages from all them, and why all them NDC getting frightened so? All the time they're asking NNP to do this, they're asking NNP to do that. No NNP doing thing, they want to play, they getting upset. What are they getting upset for? Why are you all so afraid? Why are you all so unsure of yourselves? NNP as the crowd's nice, you know. Having the meetings and coming together and having the speeches, all of that is nice, But if you don't do the groundwork, we're going to find ourselves in problem on election day, I often say, you can have the most popular political party. 70-80% of the population could support you, and you could go into election and lose, Believe me, it's happened before. Either they beat you outright or they thief it from you, but you could lose, And even if they thief it from you, by the time you go through the courts, 5 years elapse, you're into another election cycle again. So you have to look at the thief and then walk in parliament for the entire period of time. And the only way to avoid that is by doing the necessary groundwork. The canvassing of the list is very important. That is extremely important. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Hi, Mr. Scott.
Hi, good night. How are you doing?
Not too bad, and you?
I'm good, man. You go right ahead. You're alive?
Listen to me now. I didn't see you last night.
Nah, man. This weekend, believe me, if you
Man,
if you know what was up with me this.
Well, Scott, I come in a holiday and where did you be the ID?
No, but from Friday I was inside.
Day because it's time. You have to get people out. And right about now they started panicking. So when you see come up in by the school last night, and hear them they say, "Oh God, I vote these people and them, but these people and them doing nothing for me." So I say, "Well, come in, the house open." And I say, "Right now the door is open, come inside." Are you coming in? They come in and they say they will be down this Sunday.
Lovely.
Just jump on the bus, man. Come down, come.
They are welcome.
Yes, they are welcome.
Let
man.
them know that they are welcome. The house is open.
Because there's people feeling it. People feeling the pinch. It's not only a pinch. It's like a big needle going through your body to pull out your blood. They're feeling it, I'm telling you. Many people bawling and they say they can't take it no more. Can't take it no more. They can't go down in that 5 years. As I said, Dr. Michelle said last night, you can't go down in that 5 years with this. These people don't care about people, man.
It wouldn't have no Grenada if you go down 5 years, brother.
It's true.
There will be no Grenada.
I mean, come on. And this Prime Minister only there in the air.
Look, for instance, my friend, over the past few days, you had another shooting again. And listen, not a shooting in some cozy corner in a village or so, in Grenville town.
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody felt safe enough to pull out the illegal firearm and shoot somebody in the town of Grenville, with people going about their normal business, going and try and beg the electricity company and so not to cut them off, and going and see if they could shop and what they could buy, or looking for job, people going about their normal daily activities in the town of Grenville. And somebody in our country felt big, bad, and safe enough that they could pull out the illegal firearm and shoot somebody in the middle of the street.
I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on in this place, you know.
Come on, man. That says a lot, you know.
These Prime Minister very lawless.
Brother, that says a lot.
As I say, this man don't care. Yeah, that man has no care for people. This man is just selling the fully pocket. And better people and them in position. Look at him just cussing right now, saying I get rid of who and who.
Why let it cause?
I'm glad he's seen it now.
Boss, let it cause you vex the cussing?
Vex.
Man, lead them people now.
I don't want him to curse. I want him to go.
Man, lead them people let it cuss themselves now.
Thanks for the men to leave.
I don't even mention them. All I see.
Take the thing and go. As our lady said last night, you take what is taken, but do the country first. You care about it. But people real feeling it, you know. Imagine people coming in the market to sell certain things and then look back home with it. I tell a man, I say, in my place, I say, we should sell sweets. And when we don't sell that sweet, we don't have enough. Yeah? People can get.
Oh, wait. I ain't believe our post see somebody send for me the That one balling too?
One lot of them balling. They're crying, they say they want to come over. Some of them just shame. I say, man, come. They say, they're coming on with the bus. We have to have enough bus for Sunday. I come to Dr. Morris and tell them we have to have enough bus for Sunday. Because people coming out. Imagine I go up in a bus load, Sheldon Scott, the Saturdays, real pack. People sitting on one to go up. And when the lady realized she can't take it anymore, she said, I will drop away from another bus. Sheldon, the people who want to go out and support the party, they want NMP back. Because they see what is going on. Enough is enough with these people, brother. Enough is enough. Man.
Brother, I think it pretty much past the stage of enough is enough right now, you know. Because I'm trying to understand the concept here. Huh? I'm trying to understand the concept of Jenny Simon, Miss Jenny Simon, on her program, exposed the fact that the ambassador, not ambassador, in fact, he's not an ambassador. He's a consul general, so he's a level below ambassador.
Yes.
Who is stationed in Dubai, is in receipt of over $18,000 a month as salary.
Yeah.
That the government of Grenada is spending over $100,000 Now I understand why they're going behind certain people for money. But anyhow, they're spending over $100,000 on the private school for this individual's children. Yeah. And the individual is receiving other perks and benefits. And when the question comes out and people start to ask questions now, you have the disrespectful, the rude, the out of place. In fact, I will play it for you just now. I'm gonna play what the minister with responsibility for foreign affairs came out and said, because basically, and I'll paraphrase here, what he basically saying is, all your fast, all you're asking about that for, there's nothing wrong with that.
So have we money?
No, you mustn't ask about it. And that was no secret. If that was no secret, how are Grenadians on all sides of the political fence? Because, brother, it have some NDC people feeling a pinch with that too, because they ain't get nothing since July the 23rd, 2022. Yeah. Yet still you take $100,000 and give a man that already have money. Nobody could tell me that Rahman broke. They are one of the most wealthy families in the country. So nobody could come and tell me that this is a broke family that you take and you give somebody an opportunity. They should come out plain and just say, yo, various entities attached to that individual and their family, and me afraid none of them can do me nothing. Various entities connected to that individual and their family, it has been said that they funded significant portions of the National Democratic Congress election campaign.
Okay.
So just say it's a play for payner. Just say that.
Yeah, they are to pay back.
Just come and say that. Them can't frighten me. I know some people afraid to talk out and afraid to talk about these people and whatever do. Take me to court, go right ahead. Give me the opportunity. No, I'm glad if they take me to court, because then I'll file to get every piece of information in relation to the accounts.
That's correct.
So take me to court. I tell them early what I'm going and do, because I have to defend myself.
The sheldon, they block me more, they'll bust me ban on me hand.
They does what?
They block me more, they'll try to block me more than bust me ban on me hand.
Man, you are joker, man. Boss me. Boss me more than boss ban. What can I do? But you're really telling me that. Listen, we don't believe in violence and we don't push violence.
No. Not to say
but
like
there are alternative ways of addressing such situations. You don't have to fight, you don't have to go and box a man and fight with him, you know.
No way.
There are alternative ways of addressing that situation that much worse than that and involves no violence.
But then you see, they cool with me, man. They don't no violence. They will block me much. Don't gun, but you know too much out of that. You know? And they put me ban on my hand. I'm busting that. But other than that, we don't fighting nobody. We don't fighting nobody, man. We are one Grenadian at the end of the day.
Yes, of course.
The only thing is the devil thing this man is doing against poor people. And they will pay for it, you know. And I tell Dr. Mitchell already, if we don't jail Mr. Deacon Mitchell,
nah, you see, listen, let me explain something to you. Eh? When it comes to jail this one and jail that one, that must not be the focus of you returning to office. Hold on. Listen me out before you respond to what I'm saying. The why you want to return to office is to fix the ills that are taking place now, to deal with the crime situation, to deal with the economic situation, to deal with the lack of opportunities for your young people, to ensure that when you speak about Grenada on the world stage, people ain't laughing at us because we are somebody with a sash and slippers going and represent us. That people go in there and talking a certain nonsense in regional meetings until friends of mine had to be calling me and asking me, well, where will you find this one? And I had to be defending because I'm a Grenadian. So I'm still defending, you know. Man, what all you said, I'm cussing and getting on bad. I'm still defending. But it hurtful. You know, so the focus should be on what we can do for Grenada. But, and there's a but there, let the chips fall where they may, when reports are made, and the FIU or the Royal Grenada Police Force or whoever has to do their job, they will have free reign to do their job. Yeah? It wouldn't be the politicians saying, lock up that one. No. That is with them trying now. And that is wrong.
Okay.
But when the time comes, the police will do what the police have to do. The FIU, a proper FIU, not the Jukutu excuse that they have their full of political operatives waste of time that they have calling the. I ain't care, I ain't afraid none of them, so I'm afraid. Yeah, calling it as it is. It's now a political organization. They are waste of time. Just, listen, all they are there to do is to call in people and ask them about faith program. That is what FIU doing now, you know.
Yeah.
For the last 2 years, calling in people and asking them about faith program, trying to frighten people and asking them, well, you was in faith program and you know this and you know that and where you was involved and that kind of thing. Calling in people to FIU office, doing political work. No, do the public work. Don't tell the Attorney General telling you go and the Attorney General telling them go and investigate certain people. And up to today, the 23rd day of September, the person who the Attorney General tell them go and investigate, the FIU never speak to the person up to this day.
Right.
But anyhow, that's a story for another time.
All right, brother. When we go see some nipples, that.
Okay, my brother. Blessings. All right.
All right, bless.
440-7377. That's 440. Look who. I ain't putting that up on my screen. 44073. No way I'm putting that up on my screen. Them too ugly to go on my screen. I'm gonna break people's phone and all kind of. If I go and put them on my screen, people's phone go break and all kind of thing. But can't put that there. Them ugly. Them ain't ugly. Them ugly. Let's go to the phone line. Hello, good night. Hello, good night.
Sheldon Bull again.
Now, one call, Bull, not two. One call.
In that house we have a mansion.
All right,
so
my brother.
Let it come in.
Yes,
the
indeed.
Mansion we have, okay?
All right, my brother.
Not a house, a mansion. All who want to come in the mansion big enough, let it come through.
Okay, brother. Okay? No problem. All right. Yeah, remember the rules. One call. 440. Yeah, one call. That's all. 44073. Yes, Mommy George. Don't worry, you're safe. 440-7377-347-329-3101. Those are the numbers for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. And again, every time I go on, it's coming off and start to come back. Yeah. So the family in Simone, remember, if you want to help, yeah, sometimes, again, there are several, like one individual call, they told me, they said, Sheldon, when you all doing any construction and you need a truck to bring any of the materials or to bring so and so to go and do the work, I will provide my truck for free. An individual called and pledged that. You have other individuals who call and they said, listen, when you are ready to do the construction, I am willing to give my time and my skill to help do the construction. But if there are no materials to do the construction, there's nothing much that we can do. So folks, again, remember, they asked for a tarpaulin from government. Government didn't give them the tarpaulin. No. Even after, government still ain't come and try and offer them a tarpaulin. So we have to remember, if you can donate, whatever it is, it might just be a $10, it might be whatever it is, donate it. And you can reach Wendy Ann McGuire on 917-602-1476. Kathy, Kathy, you can reach Kathy on 347-262-6818. And for those of you on Grenada, you can call Dr. Julie Dubois, 405-6111. All right, and you could make your donations to those individuals, and they will get it together, and we do what we have to do to help that family. Somebody tell me touch this song tonight. I don't know why they tell me touch this song tonight.
They say when you don't have good food, you must take in front. So this is my Kaiso for the Masgra 2023. Make sure you all come out and support me. No politics, just...
Again, 440-7377.
Let's
347-329-3101.
in the world, like Grenada. Its people are so unique, so fabulous. They take politics real serious. You can't tell a man...
Good night, Tim Erlin Ferguson.
...about his party. He'll deal with you so seriously, and from there on, you are his enemy. But as man, I must open my big mouth to lament on some things you know about. So the bother come at...
You know what? We will come back to that, Let me play in relation to the situation with Dubai, let me play some of what the substantial minister with responsibility for that debacle has said. Yeah, let's play what he said.
By a particular media host, and she has made some rather disparaging remarks regarding our Consul General based out in Dubai, Mr. Zia Rahman. Do you wish to bring some clarity and understanding to this unfortunate, vexing matter?
Sure, I will. Now, regarding the so-called vexing matter, Terry, I mean, it is almost laughable, except that some innocent people might be taken in. The question of the salary, the remuneration package of diplomatic personnel and people who work at our diplomatic missions abroad is not a secret, neither should it be one. Anyone said enough can simply go to the estimates of revenue and expenditure, and all of that is readily available. So nobody has discovered anything nefarious. All right? Now, to me, the only issue here is the fact that the personal details.
And folks, I want to make one point here quickly. The minister just lie, eh? You go here, he start to choke up and use all kind of excuse just now. But the minister just lie. Because when it comes to the estimates of revenue and expenditure, there was nothing for a Dubai mission for the year 2023. If you check the estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year 2023, there is nothing there for the Dubai mission. You know why? Because they established that. In fact, they had the press conference took place somewhere around the 23rd, 28th of I think it's March 2023, when they announced all these are the ambassadors and so on. The appointment was made in the first week of April. So to say you could simply go and watch and you're seeing all these things and them there is not true, Mr. Minister. You lie. And remember, the budget of Grenada is a public document. Anybody could go online and download it now and see that for the year 2023. What you are saying is untrue. But anyway, let me hear what more you had to say, because we too rude. We have no right to ask about it.
That could compromise the safety and the security of Consul General Rahman and his family have been broadcast to the world.
Again, that is a lie. Because if the information is readily available in the budget document, how broadcasting what's in the budget document endangering the man's life? How is broadcasting what is in a document I can go and download in less than 2 minutes online? In fact, it might take a minute, tops. So go and find online and download. How does, according to you, because you say they, how does that somebody in Somalia, somebody in Zimbabwe, somebody with internet connection in New Zealand, in the bushes in Australia, in Mumbai in India, anybody to internet connection could download the Grenada budget document, and according to you, this information is no secret, it's out there. So why are you upset now that this has been put out there? What personal details have been put out? Everybody know the man's name. Everybody know where the man born. He wasn't the only one. I born in San Fernando too. He born in San Fernando. I born in San Fernando. What's wrong with that? I doesn't hide from that. I doesn't hide and tell people, well, you know, I was born. No, I telling people, wait, I have to hide that for. That is you. That is the reality. About people go adopt the man identity. Just stop talking stupidness, man. You know, that's fine them, you know. Anyhow.
So that if there is anybody with any intent to commit mischief against them, that can be done. You know, we have questions of identity theft and all of those things like that. So that to me is the only issue here. But there was also some inaccuracies based on a little bit of the clip that I heard regarding salary. And we need to let the public know that there is a difference between a salary and an allowance. So for example, the transportation allowance cannot be counted as your salary.
Now, this man is trying to convince you now that you can't count all the money that they're giving the man. You have to count some. So yes, he is correct. You have salary and you have the other add-ons, allowances, and so on. But all of that comes up to a figure that you and I have to pay. So whether you want to call it salary, allowance, whatever you want to call it, the Grenadian taxpayer is paying it. And all you like to talk about the Grenadian taxpayer and what they pay? Let me talk about what the Grenadian taxpayer paying. So the Grenadian taxpayer is paying it. So, if the Grenadian taxpayer is asking a question about the allowances and different things like that, because there are many countries that have non-resident, in other words, you're not based in that country, especially if the country is one of the most expensive ones to live in. So you don't live there, but you do what you have to do. Sometimes you go, you spend a time, you do what you have to do, you come back in your country. Your family is in your country, so you come back, spend your time with your family, you go, you spend a week, you spend 2 weeks, sometimes you spend a few days, you come back. Yeah? But they found it necessary to base that individual out there. All right, okay. So you found it necessary to base the individual out there. Outside of the money that the NDC gain from that. Let me repeat. Outside of the money that the NDC is getting from him being out there and connections that might be made and so on. What is Grenada and the people who paying him to be there, what are they getting out of that? Because every now and again we see ministers going up, we see Mora, all kind of thing going up and spending vacation, and don't try to tell me no because I have the pictures. We have Mora ministers going up there and Lime and all kind of thing. All these things taking place. When we started to talk about the amount of trips that different ministers were making to Dubai, is when all you start to kind of cover it down, send them another place, and then they go from there to Dubai. So don't try that with us. We know what's going on. This is 2024. Information is a lot easier to come by right now than it was before. So again, outside of the benefits to the National Democratic Congress and the treasurer, the treasury of the National Democratic Congress, the benefits that the organization is getting financially, what is the country getting from them being out there? If you're spending a 3 million for them to be out there and the country getting a 30 or 40 million, me and mine, no? I ain't mine. If you're spending a 3 million and the country getting a 30 or 40 million, I don't mind. But what is the country gaining from that right now? That's what we need to find out. But let me hear what else he had to say, man.
Because it won't be taxed. Entertainment allowance, housing allowance, all of these are normal and expected parts of the remuneration package of any diplomat.
And again, the part you may have missed there is that the allowances are not taxed. Remember, when they added the $2,000 earlier, when they added the $2,000 onto their salary, the $12,000 a year that they added onto their salary after a few weeks, when they added that, they added it as an allowance because you cannot tax an allowance. You could tax this salary. So whatever they call salary, if they say $2,000 is the salary or $3,000 is the salary, you could tax that. But the allowance, you say transportation allowance, entertainment allowance, whatever, you cannot tax the allowance. So you can only tax the salary. So there are two things that the Counsel General is receiving. He's receiving a salary, a set salary, and various allowances. In total, it comes up to somewhere, I think, around 18,000 a month or so. Is around that? I think around 18,000. No, it's 8,000, around 16,000, 17,000 a month that he is receiving. Yeah? A month. Because it's bi-monthly. Every fortnight he receives half of that, right? And then, remember, a significant portion of that now, because it is allowance, cannot be taxed. Go right ahead, Minister. Go ahead, talk. Because, we are not right to ask questions.
Some people want us to send people abroad to represent the country, to maintain a decent level of life for themselves and their families, and to have them go out there begging and scrunting, making our country look bad. You cannot send people abroad and not equip them with the tools to do the job that you need them and you want them and expect them to do.
Nobody is saying no, but we are asking the necessity of sending somebody abroad to that specific location. Listen, under the new National Party, in fact, I think I hear enough of here, because I think I hear enough of here. Under the new National Party, what the NNP did when it came to some of these outposts is that you would send somebody there, but you would have it partially funded. So the Grenadian taxpayer didn't have to pay. Yeah? So you had different arrangements and so on, that you could open a consulate here, you could open a consulate there, and there may be individuals who are willing to assist Grenada that would assist you with opening that consulate there and so. But these individuals is no, they wanna we buy. Yeah? They wanna we buy. So I let feel it's just so. Remember, you have one on the executive of the NDC. You have one who found themselves into the Senate. And don't feel that happened just so. Don't feel like it's just the business community. Understand what's taking place. And you have the one who find themselves as Consul General. Yeah? Play for pay? We asking a question. 440-737-7347-329-3101. Those are the numbers you to call and get on the inside.
Different attack, your supporters on the attack. When they say is that, a man told me as a strong foot soldier since June 23rd he ain't make a dollar. When he checked them, hear what they go say. You was wearing a green jersey one Sunday.
My goodness, I just realized I had the Hello, good night.
Hey, good night, Sheldon.
Hey, bro, what's up?
Hi, cool. Good night, Talking Points. So, Sheldon, we have a whole family, from father to cousin to children. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with people being diplomats in other countries. And like you rightly said, why Dubai? Why Dubai? Now, is it fair that this gentleman, who already have all this amount of wealth in his background, his upbringing, is it fair that he's supposed to be granted that opportunity? Hold on, the NDC said that they have people coming in to do this kind of work from grassroots. That's a Watson.
No, is it? The family could have wealth. Nothing wrong with the family having wealth. But I'm saying that you take somebody who have already, I think you're saying the same thing, somebody that have already, and you're giving them the opportunity where you could give somebody else the opportunity. And we realize that it is because of the closeness of that specific family. We hear the talk out there that the family funded a significant portion of the National Democratic Congress campaign. We hearing that. I hearing talk about how they built studio, all kind of that. I hearing that talk out there. You know if it's true, but I hearing that talk. And the thing is, hold on, the thing is, and let me make this point to you. I know you ain't going anyway. Stay right there. Let me make this point while I remember. A 9-year-old autistic boy was taken off of the seed program where he had either a 150 or a 200 to get. He was taken off. He was removed from the seed program. Meanwhile, the ambassador, who could afford, who children could have be here and he could have been non-resident? Who children could have be here? His children are going to special school paid for by me and you, over 100,000 a year. But a 9-year-old autistic poor people children, he's not supposed to get $200 a month. That sound fair to you?
No.
All right,
Sheldon, that as you bring up that 9-year-old autistic child, there was a certain gentleman that called a program, and I had to call a program and put him in place. You know why? You see, there are certain times we become insensitive to our own self. And lately, I realize the NDC supporters are turning on their own. They're eating themselves. It's like peroxide. They're eating themselves. And you're asking yourself why? Because of NNP having a local meeting, a local women's forum? Let me tell you something, Najat. This thing I'm going on right now, we have to pay attention, and we have to pay attention clearly. Dr. Mitchell made a point down in Grenada, in that school in Grenada. He'll be asking questions, right? The Public Accounts Committee, I think Dr. Mitchell is the chair of that. We need to ask these questions. Once again, when Dr. Mitchell goes to Parliament, there's always a distraction to put him off. And if it's not him, it will be his other members of Parliament. Because for the life of me, there's no way in hell, if Dr. Mitchell wasn't silenced earlier, that Honorable James and Honorable Thomas would have gotten away with that by Honorable Emmeline or Honorable Peter David. Because they were speaking lies, clearly, and they're speaking stupidness in my belief.
Boss, let me just clarify. I mean, lies is one thing. You see, the second one is saying that was just speaking stupidness.
I mean, come on. We cannot go down that. So I've been saying that this thing was set up as an orchestrated event. And even the PM, the Prime Minister, come back and say, oh, well, Dr. Mitchell, if he's the father of the house, he's walking out and he make comments about he walking out with children. This man knew exactly what he was doing. But back to this guy in Dubai, the council. I mean, come on, folks. It is clear to see these people is playing in nepotism, cronyism, and whatever is on the plane, and it is clearly seen. I was rather shocked lately that I saw Honorable Cornwall was made acting Prime Minister when the PM is out, but he's out still and come back on 29. That is information that we know. So these things are known. How is it that the council in Dubai, life is in danger by, I mean, Minister Andal, we are Grenadians. We are smarter now. We are not dumb as you feel we are. We don't fit to tie, man don't fit to tie for us. You, Mr. Andal, was on a program when the Samoa agreement was signed. And I mean, come on, all these things is happening this year. It happened this year. We in September. We have 2 more years to go, 3 more years to go until the next election. How much more can we take, Sheldon? How much more? How much more? All I'm saying, NMPites, get together, look at the list, get registered, get ready. The train is moving. Sheldon, have a good night.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. 440-7377 347-329-3101. Folks, remember, you can call us on the WhatsApp on 440-7377. Yes, it's a WhatsApp number as well. So you can call us there. Also, we've crossed 4,000 subscribers. We want to congratulate each and every one of you that have been encouraging people to subscribe, encourage more so that we can get the message out more. So we've crossed 4,000 subscribers. Yeah, let's get to 5. Nice. And then we will get to 6 and we move in. Right? Nice. 44073. Hey, Miriam, what's up with you? I haven't seen you for a while. Cousin Christine, how are you doing, my dear? Hope everything is all well and okay with you. Yeah.
Suffering. Would you stop for a while and listen to me? Please don't send one more family into poverty.
I'm still trying to figure out what information. If the information is public information and the information is out there anyway, how going on a program and calling the information out is endangering the people, and I'm trying to figure that out. I am trying to figure that out, and it ain't clicking. It ain't clicking.
When you check them, hear what they go say. You was wearing a green jersey one Sunday.
So we hear about the studio in Montu, and we hear that it is the Rahman family that sponsor the NDC studio in Montu. All what the fellas who's selling the little fried chicken and things to earn a living. We only want them to move that building in Montu. You feel we know?
The people voted you on these premises. How could you fool big people so with pension, permanent and
so let them move. We want them come and do change that. No, the fellas and them trying to earn a living for themselves, but you want them move, ain't it? Yeah? But your studio there, ain't it? And we here, I'm telling you, we're here, you know. Is the Rahman family that built the studio? That we
promise happiness and better days, but we seeing the opposite.
So you feel like afraid to say that? I saying it, that's why here. Sue me.
The poor and needy, please don't neglect them. A burning silence deep within. Quiet.
Come out and says no, all you.
Because you
come out and says no, they're trying to make them fellas and them move from there, yeah?
You could not count your blessings. Sandra told me she's greatly disappointed. That's
440-7377-347-3293-101.
She party, even though she grandma lose the 150. Jonah was giving them one, but you offered them two.
Again, folks, a reminder.
They took the bait and they voted for you. They say you focus on the rich and middle class.
And you see, that's the thing again. When it comes to the allowance that's given to the children, it's above the normal because this is special. Yet there's a fixed allowance. If you have children, you're abroad and you're an ambassador and you're consul general, yeah, but ambassador and you have children, there is a fixed allowance. The reason they had to go to cabinet and do a special case, this is a special case, so they had to do a note to them stating this is a special case, is because they are way above, no joke amount above, they are way above what is the set amount per child for when you have a high commissioner or ambassador or a consul general overseas. So I'm trying to figure out how they're trying to defend this thing. How they're trying to defend that.
Make the treasury look pretty, we want salary. They don't bother with the lady up in High Street, so she come on face.
So folks, don't forget, all roads lead to the General Council of the new National Party.
And this
yes, after 9, I'm reminding all you.
How they could do
this Sunday. Contact your constituency leads.
See, baby Jesus.
And if you don't know your constituency leaders, contact 440-1875 or 1876. 1875 or 1876, and you'll get all the information to get on the bus, yeah? I mean, how much we talking about there? We're talking about here $114,376.62 per year. Per year. So if they're there for 5 years, 3 years, 4 years, per year, yeah, that they're going to give as to cover the cost of annual school fees for the children. Meanwhile, the autistic 9-year-old child that is here in Grenada, whose mother is unemployed because she was fired by the NDC administration, whose sister is unemployed because she was fired by the NDC administration, whose mother is unemployed because she was fired by the NDC administration, whose home was destroyed by Hurricane Beryl, who asked for a simple tarpaulin and is refused that tarpaulin. Meanwhile, that 9-year-old child, they are taken off of the seed program. You have other people, disabled people, etc., who have been taken off of the seed program, and they must challenge me and say that a line. Challenge me and say a line. Meanwhile, you could find $114,376.62 to make sure you give to somebody that have already to send the children to private school. Yeah. And that is okay, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's go. I really had fun writing this high so please don't take me serious. Oh no. And if you take it out of context, it's your damn business when you get vexed. They say I only sing when the Congress in power.
44073, and there's some other parts of that I want to discuss about. I don't want to dive into it tonight. Yeah.
Sugar. And then we get them back on this who the hell know where they go. Maybe by the Baptist man for Shango, but they have a great history of returning with landslide victory.
You get that other information that we could give out, yeah.
Even though they don't.
People that drop envelope in front people's place and don't come in my place to look for no envelope. Because the envelope they drop, I photocopy everything and I throw the envelope. So I can't find the fingerprint to drop it. All you go only find my fingerprint on it. Don't come. Yeah? Don't come. Telling all you. Nice. We have a caller online. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, good night.
Good night. What's up now?
I am great. How are you doing?
There.
All right, go right ahead.
Sheldon.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me NDC want to play jam, dabbing up everybody, and a little chutney band land in town, they free the powder.
Take job.
Well, they playing jab, they're dabbing up everybody. A little chutney band just land in tongue, they free the powder. And they say mass must play, jab must play. Well, they playing their jab, we playing the mass. Hey. Well, the wild Indian don't come out yet with their bows, you know. You partner that call you all year round. You know about wild Indian. Let me tell you when wild Indian reach into what happened. The mass start. Good night, children.
All right, my dear. 440-7377 347-329-3101. That's the number for you to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. Yeah, that's the number. You can't play mass and Fred powder, yeah?
Miss used to do that. A lady told me she's dying inside slowly, but she don't mind.
So it's okay when you all and your activists talk about NNP bank account and who Polish man put money and all kind of thing, and up to now you can't bring the cabinet conclusion. It's okay when your prime minister speak them kind of thing. It's okay when let's speak about all kind of other thing. Speak about this one and that one and this one account and that one account and this one money and that one money and so. But when somebody speak about all you and it, is what you're asking about that for? Yeah, that's the attitude, you know. But here the thing, it's have a lot of you who are listening tonight who are supporters of the National Democratic Congress. I know that for a fact. There are many of you who are supporters of the National Democratic Congress that are hearing my voice tonight. You're listening. And you are ashamed of what is being done. You are upset. You wouldn't come out and say, because sometimes you're ashamed of it so much, but you don't want to come out and say anything. But you could still fix it. When the time comes, you know the choice to make. Because there are some of these people that the only time you see them since they got the vote on the 23rd of June 2022, the only time you see them is on TV. Or if you're checking your mobile device and they come across one of your social media. That is the only time you have seen them since. Meanwhile, people who was there are walking in the back and are walking in the background and are walking in the background. These people now pocket heavy. Who get security contract, but you never used to see them up front in rally and all kind of thing. They get security contract. They pocket heavy. They get in contract now. Out of the $15 million under MIT, they pocket heavy. But you ain't get nothing. They didn't ask you a question. They didn't ask you if you see the daylight. They ain't asking you nothing. They ain't telling you nothing. But they know when they will come by you. Because they believe that you're stupid. I know you're not. But they believe that you are stupid. That's what they believe. They believe that you're gullible. They believe that you're malleable. That they have you how they want you. So that when the time comes that they go easily just come and say, NDC, and you go say, yes, we vote in them. You ain't going to think about what they do to you for all this period of time. You know how much of them have become multi-millionaires in that space of time? Check yourself. We have a call on 9. Hello, good night.
Good night, Brother Sheldon.
Yes, go right ahead.
Brother Sheldon, this NDC government operating, right? I scratch your back. You scratch NDC back by giving them money to help a campaign. So NDC scratching the back now by giving them big work, family work, the amount of money, right, for the children, the family, and the whole extended family. While the poor people in Grenada suffering under the hands of the NDC. You see, the poor people do not have the money to give them to help campaign. But the poor people give them the vote. Right? They give them the vote, but they could not give them one. So now, you come now like, they get the vote from the poor people, and that's what they wanted. So they turn it back on the poor man and the poor women that vote them to put them in governance. But the business people that help them with them, give them money and vote. I want to say to the poor people of Great Carriacou Martinique, you are the majority. And there is a party that if when you support them and vote for them, they will never leave you in the ocean. They never leave you stranded. They will be with you there in the good and the bad times. And that party is NMP. So yes, you guys made a mistake. Come in to the house. The house is open. There is a house of love, a house of care that cares for everyone. Everyone in Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. So, Brother Sheldon, have a blessed night.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother. And folks, for instance, they might have to answer some questions in relation to a particular account. In the name of the Consul General, yeah, that that's Emirates NBD. Yeah, I could give out the IB. Nah, I ain't giving out the code and thing. Nah, that is, I ain't giving out the code and thing. But I'm saying that I've seen some money going two directions, going in and coming out. I've seen things like donation. I've seen things like this going in and going out. I like to ask a simple question. The simple question we'll ask of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and hope you don't choke on this one. So the Minister of Foreign Affairs is that account an account that is aligned to the government of Grenada? In other words, no one is allowed to collect money on behalf of the state of Grenada under the Public Finance Management Act, because I realize that act is being broken again and again and again by this administration. The Public Finance Management Act is very clear. If someone is contacting, wants to pay money to the government of Grenada, they can only do so to an authorized agent, as authorized, and not just because you're working for government. You must be an authorized collection agent. The account must be authorized by the Accountant General. So nobody can just get up a day and say, well, we're collecting money for the government. Give me money. And you go around collecting money for the government, as they did when they had that town hall. Last time was St. David's or wherever they had the town hall. And they say they have national susu, and they realize they stopped talk about that and that gone dead. You know why that went dead? Because we came and we explained to you that the Public Finance Management Act is very clear in relation to the methodology that the government of Grenada collects money, because you must have a paper trail. And it is illegal for anybody to pay money to the government of Grenada and not receive a receipt. So you must receive, that is part of the law, you must receive a receipt from the government of Grenada. And you must also be paying to a person who has been authorized by the Accountant General as a collection agent on behalf of the government of Grenada. I'm asking the question, anybody in Dubai is an authorized agent by the Accountant General? And if so, at what date was that person made an authorized agent to collect monies on behalf of the state of Grenada and to dispose of money on behalf of the state of Grenada? Casina 46,000 here, 96,000 there, and we're talking US here. I seen 110,000 there and a little 110, 3,000 something. Yeah, I seen some money. Is the proper procedure being followed, or somebody just open a bank account and they collecting money and they putting out money? Is it a situation that the Public Finance Management Act is being breached yet again? It was breached when they're talking about the WASH program and who all your national susu and all you passing wrong hat and all you collecting money and telling people write check. That was illegal, because the persons collecting that money did not and were not authorized by the Accountant General. They were not authorized by them. The people giving money did not receive receipts. So I'm asking if a similar situation is existing in Dubai right now and other locations. Because we here only have a bag lady jumping from place to place collecting money for all your campaign. That's what we hear. Only have a bag lady going around collecting money for you. But anyway, that's another story for another time. Bag lady. Hey. Oh God. Let me go to the phone lines. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, brother. How are you doing?
Hey, quite fine, bro.
Yeah, bless up.
Yeah, man. Fadu.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Go try through. Go through.
Yeah, see, I don't want to disrespect nobody, but I know the word honorable is something you're supposed to earn, you know what I mean? So if I don't dress anybody like that, I hope nobody will hold me accountable, you know?
Yeah, man.
All right, so a question I have, yeah? When you do a budget, right? Yeah, when you do a budget, is the money you're projecting in the budget is money you have to get or money you already have?
What you do
in terms of the government.
Okay, how government would do it? Some of the money you already have, but you may have, for instance, one country may promise you a grant. There may be a project that has to be done, and a country may say, we are granting you X amount of, that's money you don't have to pay back. They may say, we're giving you 40 million. So you put that into the budget, knowing that you're going to receive that money from that country, whether it's 10 million every 3 months or 20 million over a period of time in tranches, or the full thing one go. So you would have that. And then you would also base part of your budget on projections for how much money you're going to have coming in over a period of time. So there are projections. Yes, you might have cash money that you have for certain things. There are other things you might have grant funding, maybe how that is going to be dealt with. And other things are based on projections. For instance, this government made projections on the CBI. I have to double check the midterm report to see if they've made that. But they made projections, I think it was about 300 million for this year in relation to CBI. So we have to see if they made that.
Exactly.
Yeah?
Okay. The reason why I really asked that question, I remember when this administration came in, I was like
2022.
2022. All right, so there was a...
Oops. Oh boy. Fadu, give me a call back. Give me a call. That was a mistake on my end. I was trying to clear the overseas line. Yeah, Fadu, that was a mistake on my end. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I was trying to clear the overseas line and I pushed the right. So go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
So you were saying that when they came in, yeah,
when they came in, to me there was a project that was a housing project that was supposed to come online.
Several. There was the one in St. John in Stony Gut.
And that was what, 2-point-something mil, right?
I can't remember the exact figure in relation. It was a couple million. I can't remember the exact figure.
Okay, so I think there's some more money missing because the project is not at stream. I don't know if that's a renewed project that Mr. Andy is doing right now. Like he revamp it because, as I said, like the PM said that was the money allocated for that project, and I haven't seen that project come on stream.
Well, let me give you a little bit on that. Now, under the new National Party administration, MP for St. John, Mr. Alvin Dabrio, announced that project. That was a project. The lands have been secured for that project. In fact, I saw down to the drawings for various aspects of that project and so on, the land where it would be done and so on. Now, that would have been the first housing development project in St. John. The NDC came in, they announced it, and then they came and they said the land, they do have the land, everything. Mr. Alvin Dabrio came on this program. He came on this program during the year last year, and he explained every aspect of the, in fact, I would have to find that, and I'll send it to you. I'll find it and send it to you, because he was on the program.
I would need to look into that to myself, you know?
Yeah.
For personal interest and general knowledge. Moving forward, I saw an interview with said PM, more or less suggesting that Grenada is looking to go into the future, advance into the future based on technology and that kind of stuff, and like promoting engineering or renewable resources. So I guess he needs people in that technical field to advance. What about the people here that has made sacrifices to develop themselves and is just being left by the wayside? Because he's more or less, to me, from what I'm seeing, is like, if you're past a certain age or you're not in a certain group, you don't qualify for anything in advancement. That's what I'm seeing materializing here. So that's kind of crazy for me. And in terms of renewable resources, I heard one of the other ministers made a comment that he's given business to the local companies. Does Grenada have do they fell trees and that kind of stuff? Where's the lumber coming from?
I think most of the lumber is coming up from Guyana.
More or less saying that he would support Hubbards and that kind of stuff to get the lumber and stuff to build the houses. But don't they have to imported from companies overseas? It's the same?
Mostly Guyana.
Okay, nice one.
Mostly Guyana,
so
from what I know.
If it is that we're doing, we say renewable energy and all that thing, how efficient would be a boathouse?
Well, my friend, boathouses have survived the hurricane, and so it's according to how they are built and different things like that.
Yeah, they can flex to the wind and all that.
But the thing is, I think that a lot of what is being done is reactionary. A lot of what is being done is very reactionary. It's not a case of, okay, we are doing this to the better. Yeah, because people like yourself, myself, others speak out. They call us to this program, the listeners to this program, the viewers to this program, and all the other programs. Because they've been getting it from all directions, they're reacting and they're not really doing something because it should be done, but they're doing it because they're trying to protect themselves. Yeah?
Okay.
That is why you have the MP from the South right now playing Minister of Everything, so you're running all over the country.
Well, I'm hearing dissension in the ranks, isn't it?
Well, the thing is this, I do not believe that they have a functioning cabinet. Not for how things are going. Because I've known of ministers of implementation before. He's not the first minister of implementation. There has been before. And ministers of implementation don't overstep other ministers. They work along with those ministers.
True.
So if that minister is having a problem to get something done, what they would do is they would say, help me out with that. And that minister of implementation would work along with them. This minister of implementation just taking over people ministry and everything totally. And trying to take over down to the constituency they're taking over.
I guess his name Handyman. Interesting.
Yeah, it fit in place.
Let me say good bit to you and safe travels and everything you have going on, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'll connect soon time, but these guys need some regulation, you know, because you have people ribs touching, you know, and if the food down on the next side, they might go over the next side to try to get it. I just saying and try to make nothing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But just saying, it's different right now.
Yeah.
People are like a babies to feed, so it's like, in sense for me, like, am I able to take a hungry belly? I can't deal with my daughter telling me that she's hungry, fam.
No, you could never deal with that one, brother.
You see, man?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope these guys try to figure it out soon, man.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Fadu.
Safe travels, mate.
Yeah, man. As I say, say less. Bless up, man. Respect. 440-7377. Fadu. 440-7377. 347-329-3101. Those are the numbers to call and get onto the inside of tonight's program. I understand these people always trying to defend things that they're not supposed to try and defend. I mean, come on. All you just admit it. All you get catch. Jenny catch all you. Just admit it. Jenny catch all you. All you went, all you interfere with her, and she drop a bomb on all you. Just admit it. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Sherry, good night.
Hey, sir.
How are you?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
What about the call?
The call there, you know, but he going, man. He going.
Listen, man. I hear you talk about Susu.
Mm-hmm. The National Susu.
You remember in a meeting in St. David, in Duquesne, he said, take Susu in you. Remember that?
Yeah, well, give them Susu in there.
That is one. The next one I want to talk to you about, there was a time they say they have a party or something like that down in Rex, Grenada, to get money for the rebuilding of the Governor General's residence. Mm-hmm. What happened to this money? You have any idea?
Most likely it's in a fund towards the rebuilding of the Governor General's residence.
So that is existing?
I believe that there is an account because I remember them mentioning that there's an account set up. I can't remember the financial institution, but there was an account set up and folks could donate towards rebuilding the Governor General residence.
Yeah, that was wrong. The place up there like woods?
No, but I'll say this, and I'll be very blunt with this. Me personally, Grenadian taxpayers should not pay to rebuild the Governor General's residence.
No. As a matter of fact, when
That's me personally.
During the hurricane, I remember they said that the British government will be building back the Governor General's residence and Parliament building. I remember that.
Well, they're supposed to, at least the Governor General residence, they're supposed to build it because the Governor General is representing used to be representing the Queen. She has gone to the great beyond. Now she's representing the King.
The King.
So if the King have a representative here, and he's a multi-billionaire, why should I take my money to rebuild a place to put the person that represent him here? No, I hear the NDC with this stupidness every time about, Governor General House still on the ground. So the new National Party government should have taken the money that they used to give building material and assistance to various people to build their homes and to do bathroom and toilet and different things like that, to help fix back schools and so on. Instead of taking that money to do that, they should have taken a couple million and build back Governor General residence. For what? For what? This is a representative of the monarchy. And as such, as far as I'm concerned, I am putting a 10 cents inside it. The King is one of the richest people on the planet. I not taking 10 cents or a halfpenny and put into rebuilding the Governor General residence. Let him do it.
I had something else I wanted to say, but I hear you stopped somebody already, so I say I wouldn't continue with what I wanted to say.
What was that? I wonder want to stop somebody on there now.
Yeah?
What I stop somebody on?
Somebody was saying that when they come, somebody will go into jail and this and that, and then you say,
No. I didn't say.
But they're coming to rebuild and do this and
no.
do, you know.
But again, I did say the police had to do their work.
Yes.
It's not the reason.
Because what I wanted to say, not wanted to, I'm saying it right now. I'm saying it right now. You vex me, cut me off, no problem. Everybody know, NNP know, NDC know, that NNP will be the next government in Grenada. Everybody knows that. Who doesn't want to do too bad for them? And what I'm saying, after that, after they win the election, most of the ministers, senators, these big boys, other big boys, and them also that think that they big than everybody, they shouldn't be allowed to leave the country until investigation starts and jail terms start to go. That's what I want to say, but I say, as I hear I was telling the chap that, I say...
No. Listen, if people have to make jail, they go make jail, but I'm saying that shouldn't be the focus. Listen, you know, it will happen.
That should be one of the focus because it's fundamental that's going on in the country. A lot of people can't live.
But you know something, you
have to start somewhere and do something somewhere.
Hold on, you raised something, and I just want to say it while you're on air in relation to the Governor General residence and the account. You know, a good question to be asked would be, according to the Public Finance Management Act, if that account is in accordance with the Public Finance Management Act, or if it's another case that they just open my account and telling people put money there, or if that was done in accordance, the same way with the SUSU.
Yeah.
If this was done like how the SUSU was done, or if this was done in accordance with the Public Finance Management Act.
And I believe that was done like the SUSU and these people and them just want to make money.
But it would be an interesting question to be answered. It would be interesting to find out.
Yes, well, get it somewhere and find out.
Well, you never know. A little envelope might drop and thing. You never know. Envelope does drop.
I want it to drop.
Yeah. You never know.
Have a good night, and let me give somebody else a chance.
No problem, sir. All right, thank you. 440-737-734. Yeah, personally, me. That is representative of the monarchy. The person in charge of the monarchy is a multi-billionaire, not millionaire, a multi-billionaire. Billet. Yeah, and there were talks previously by the former monarch, who has now gone to the great beyond, to do just that. I know what happened in the end, but yeah, you can expect the government of Grenada to watch people without house after Hurricane Ivan, to watch people without homes, to watch schools to be fixed and schools to be built and this kind of thing, and say you're going and fix the Governor General residence. No, the priority had to be the people. Yeah? 440, I always hear the NDC using this thing about, Governor General residence day and they never fix it. No. I mean, come on, really, you think about it for yourself. Do you think that the New National Party government. Because not only the New National Party government had the opportunity, Hurricane Ivan was in 2004, NNP was out of office in 2008, and for 4.5 years you had the NDC administration. So it wasn't just the NNP. Even the last NDC didn't decide to build it either. So anyway, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good night. Hello, good night. Maybe I've hit the... Hello, good night.
Good night.
Yeah, I hit the wrong one. Yeah, go right ahead, brother.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, I'm quite fine, bro.
Yeah, and good night to the Talking Point family.
Hey, I now making all the voice, bro.
Yeah, before I say anything else, I want to bring our listeners and our viewers, right, to a situation that is going on right now with a superstar they call PD. Oh, Puff Daddy?
Yeah, P. Diddy?
Yes, P. Diddy. Right. I need for Grenadians to pay attention to all what is going on. Some may be true, some may not. But that web that is being spun around there, Grenadians, pay attention. You may soon find a web like that being spun in Grenada, right? With all the this and the that. Just pay attention. Now, secondly, blessed night to all the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique who are still under the elements, under the steps, right? And the roofs with tarpaulin and everything like that, right? I mean, I always empathize with you guys because we have a government here who have decided not to make that effort to ensure that the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique in particular, right, is being attended to. We have people suffering still for housing, and I continue to clamor about housing because there's a situation where you have over 100 units in Carriacou, right? Why? I mean a suggestion, why the government ain't just take some of the CREF money and buy over the houses from Housing Authority and give it to the most vulnerable in Carriacou? You understand? Instead of pussyfooting with the people. It's a crime, Mr. Prime Minister. Right? It is a crime to be treating the people, right, of Carriacou and Petit Martinique like that. You are the ones who made it clear, right, couple months or 2 years ago, right? It is a crime, Mr. Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, in what you and your government is doing. Take heed. Sheldon, good night. Have a good night.
You got my brother.
Yeah.
Before you run off, one of my problems there is simply this, sir. You are telling people that they need to leave the quote-unquote shelters, which happen to be the schools, that they have to be out of there. No, not even to say this week or later this week. No, they need to be out of there because there's the intention. I'm waiting to see that one. But there's the intention to reopen school on the 30th, next week, Monday.
Yes.
Right. You have empty houses sit down in Carriacou up to now. Remember, the same empty houses that when we put up here and we show where they say significant damage and then they change the wording after we speak about it and we show where they change the wording in relation to it. We show where they change the wording because they're trying to, as old people say, tomfool people.
Yeah.
So you have the houses sit down there. At least you could have said to some of the families, some of the people that are there, even if it is temporary, a 6-month period, we're going to let you spend Christmas there, but come New Year's, you have to be out or so the people know, hey, I'm here up until then and I'm out. No, instead of that, you give them some tent and send them out to get wet in the rain.
Imagine that.
And some of them may even get tent. So what's some of them doing? Some of them may even get tent.
That's how worthless these guys are. These guys have no heart when it comes to people. Anytime you talk vulnerable or people that a government has to help, just look at NDC. Every time they get into office, the first set of persons they target is the most vulnerable in our country. Why? And then now you get to realize that they're spending thousands of dollars to send somebody who can afford it right? Thousands of dollars to send the children to school. I want to ask that question, Sheldon. Is there any minister, right, in this country, ministers of government or senators, that the government is paying for their children to go to school, private school? Is there?
That'll be an interesting question to be answered, my friend. I do not have such answer.
Because, I mean, it's ridiculous. And as you mentioned, while that is going on, you have our vulnerable children, right, our disabled, who need to be on the seed program is being cut off. There are people, elderly, there are persons, right, who need to be on the seed program, need help from government. They are being cut off. But yet for all, you have a government in 2 years take more than $7,000 raise a pay. And nobody's saying nothing, especially the unions. Have a good night, boss.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother.
Take care.
And we need to hear from the unions and them again, too. And I didn't get a chance to listen to Dr. Bob yesterday. The feelings were, well, you know the kind of weekend I had. But I want to hear what the unions have been saying, because remember, as of next week, the government has said they're going to institute that payment that they're going to be removing from public workers towards a pension plan. And that's supposed to be starting from next week. So I don't know if the unions are going to say, well, okay, we talk about it, is it, and they're done on that, or if they are going to take it further. I know under the NNP, a lot of things were taken further. So let's see if this remains a conversational piece or it remains an action piece in relation to the removal from the salaries of public servants to fund the new pension, scheme that they're going to do. To be very interesting to know what is taking place. And Devon talking about Diddy. Devon, you know something about somebody with 1,000 bottle of baby oil down here or something? Link your boy after the program and let me know what's going on. I find like you know something and you're holding it, you know, Devon. Talk to your boy. We've got a call online. Hello, good night.
A good night, Sheldon. The voice of one crying out in the wilderness.
Cry out, my brother.
Yeah, how's the voice tonight, man?
Well, you realize the day again a little cough in and between, but not as bad as last week. Yes,
yeah, but much better. I realize that, man.
Much better.
Yeah, last week was a disaster day for you, bro.
Yeah, I try my best. Yeah.
Yeah. I am picking up some disturbing information on the sister island of Carriacou. But you know when you're talking about Carriacou, you're talking me, eh?
Yeah, man.
Right. And
sorry, you're talking we.
Yeah, you're talking we. Right. And the information that I am picking up is that, well, you know that the Dover Model School has been damaged, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And as a result, Sheldon, what month, I think, was it June, July, Burial Pass?
Burial Pass, the 1st of July, I believe it was.
Yeah, the 1st of July, and we are in the month of September.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe after the passage of burial, I think this administration had enough time to erect, as we have in Progress Pack, supply and do a nice, decent area school that the children can be able to turn out to school in the month of September.
Well, Pastor, no. Before you go, you expect them to do that when the minister just take vacation, he go on a private business for how long during it?
Yeah, and
but go ahead, yeah.
That of itself is really disturbing, because in a disaster like that, I think that Mr. Minister of Education, you could have do that after school settled down in the month of December. I think it was really a bad error. You understand? But Sheldon, you know Carriacou very well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let us go to the windward side of the island. You knew where Malik had this place.
Yeah, Malik's Enterprise.
Well, too much a man is you. Too much a man is you.
Carriacou's mine was.
So once you know where, I want to give you a proper description. Because so once you know where Malik Enterprise is, supposed to know where the clinic are. The clinic, the medical clinic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, so after you Malik, that road there lead to the clinic.
Mm-hmm.
But you know when you go to the clinic section, there is a pasture, there is a small pasture on the ground there.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, I picked up some information that the Ministry of Education wants to erect a tent of ground. I repeat, that the Ministry of Education wants to erect a tent on that spot of ground so that all the kids from Dover can be able to attend school there. Now, look at the quality of heat that we are facing right now, Sheldon Scott. I live in my house here, and my house is properly well sealed, but the time I can remain inside. And if you decide to put a tent there, remember the material that the tent made of. Then we still in a rainy season, then the amount of children that you may be housing there, we have to think about toilet facility. We have to think about washroom in general, because children use a lot of water. And then we have to take into consideration also that the heat will be extra too strong for these children that will be sitting on. So I don't know. It seems to me, where the Ministry of Education is concerned, in a time like now, that a young man will pull off a straw. Like they run out of ideas, they do not know what to do where Carriacou is concerned, where school is concerned. And right now, Sheldon, I'm very much concerned about the young children from Dover who not yet returned to school as yet and want to place under a tent. I don't know.
My brother.
I don't know.
You see, you said something there, and I have to disagree with you on that.
Yeah.
You said they ran out of ideas. They have no ideas.
Oh, my God.
I'm not going to accuse them of having ideas.
Oh, God.
I don't want to be taken to court for making false statements, so I will not accuse this government of having ideas.
Oh, boy. Sheldon, listen, man. You see what you see that end my call right now. Have a good night, man. Good night, Sheldon.
Pastor, you have a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want the next thing people take me to court and say, well, go and saying we have ideas, we don't have no ideas. We have a call online. Hello, good night.
Under the nutmeg tree.
Under that nutmeg tree. How are you doing, sir?
No. I lose 17 nutmeg tree.
Yes, sir.
But still under the fruit trees.
Yeah, man.
Right. Sheldon, something I listen to the people, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When rain fall in Carriacou, I get sick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was in the grinder.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where Deacon was, where Andy was. Andy, Deacon, and Minister of Finance. I was in Carriacou, in the grinder. Where you was? Where you all was, Deacon?
I'm flying in helicopter.
Where you was, Andy? I was in the grinder.
Man, yes, they were flying in helicopter daily, back and forth to say they was doing something. So there's back and forth.
Was in Carriacou when he flying?
Yeah.
Was in Carriacou when he flying? I feel sorry for him. The minister in Carriacou, you know. Yeah, tell him, if you don't give the house, 100 rooms in Carriacou for Carriacou to leave, put the clothes and carpet back and just, you won't go visit because Vince here one thing. Better go train and there. Better go train and dead, boy.
Nah,
you have 100 rooms in Carriacou.
I won't wish bad on anybody, so I want long life for everybody. And you know why I want long life for everybody? Sometimes it's good for them to stay and see.
Sheldon, listen. That hurricane passed in Carriacou. And a young man and the parents said, deny our cat friends, you know. 100 rooms, you know. Yeah? You give them plastic. You give them pens. That mean nothing. I have a daughter living in Carriacou in Brunswick. I was there, you know. The men is criminals. Watch it. And you know the supporters right now, they get so, they can't say a word. Cannot say a word. But you know, all the time I call the phone, my focus is on Carriacou. My focus is on Carriacou. We have 100 rooms in Carriacou. And when rain falls, my brethren and sisters in Carriacou are wetting. You have dengue out. You have COVID still out. Come on, soldier, man. I think we should put the clothes in a garbage bag and go to Trinidad. Because Vinci they want you. St. Lucia they want you. Dominica they want you. Better go in Trinidad. That's what I mean.
All right,
but Sheldon, you know me, eh?
Yeah, man, straight to the point.
I don't call the phone all the time.
The situation with Carriacou is disgusting. And let me just say, you have people that are in a place that you're telling them they have to come out from. You have, not to say there is not, you have an alternative place you can put the people. But you're just downright refusing to place the people there, even if you occupy some.
Rooms.
Let's say you've occupied some and you've placed some of the workers who are coming to Carriacou there. You still have some that people could go, but you're just refusing, even if you say the larger families. And you let them stay. But, I mean, oh, God, man.
Sheldon, the only person who join with me, if it's a pair to call Deacon and the bunch, poor people terrorists. I'm a pair. He comment one day, he tell me a story that word for 2 weeks now. Poor people terrorists. Understand? He's like they can support Netanyahu. What's Gaza? Gaza like Carriacou. Netanyahu know that he can't beat Hamas. Hamas living 200 feet under the ground. But killing children and innocent people.
The situation there is a serious situation.
They can just like Netanyahu. The young man is a nasty young man. A Grenadian. Carriacou, pretty massive. We have to get rid of that nasty burger. Remember?
My friend?
In the campaign, you know, where the man say, Peter Matnick, Carriacou and Grenada, watch you, I catch diarrhea, you know.
And let me tell you,
mess for days.
The situation in Petit Martinique, and I didn't deal a lot with Carriacou and Petit Martinique tonight. I was also supposed to deal with another issue tonight, and I did not deal with those two issues. I'm going to deal with them during the week. And the situation in Petit Martinique is seriously dire. Eh?
Yeah,
there's a lot of favoritism going on behalf of the officials there. There's a lot of favoritism. It's like you go get, but we people have to get first. Is a situation of you go get, or you don't have, and after they tell you don't have, you see one of their people passing with something. Is a lot of things taking place in Petit Martinique. Eh?
Sheldon, Kevin never win Petit Martinique.
Of course he did not. So therefore they're making the people of Petit Martinique suffer because
politically, Petit Martinique belongs to NMP. So why do you give them real pressure? But Kevin, I tell you already, put your clothes in a black garbage bag and flee. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, my brother. You enjoy the rest of your night.
You know, I'm listening, you know, I don't.
Yeah, man, I know it.
Yeah, gay.
We will talk. Blessings.
Yeah, bless up, yeah, bless, man, bless.
440 under the nutmeg tree. 440-7377 347-329 3101.
Temporary housing while they can catch themselves. It is criminal to have a woman with children themselves. It is criminal to have a woman with...
In fact, let's go to the phone line. We go forget you for now. Yeah. Go right ahead, caller. You're live.
Good night, Sheldon. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm great. How are you doing?
Too blessed to be stressed, my brother. Let me ask you one question. If you have something and somebody buy it, would you loan it to somebody else?
If you have something and somebody buy it, would you loan it to somebody else? No, somebody has purchased it.
Listen, the houses in Carriacou, the low-income houses for the Grenadians, have been sold to people in the diaspora.
That's what but that's what they're claiming. But remember, we have the Minister of Housing saying that the houses are being utilized to the people of Carriacou.
Listen, I've got two friends up here, bro, who purchase houses there. They just made containers and thing is going down. All right? So no matter what the minister on the ground down is saying, what he's saying and nothing is the same because we know different. And these are guys who ball in the government in power.
Things nice.
All right? So, you know, Dr. Mitchell made a statement the other night, and I just hope they understand what he said. When he started to ask questions, remember, NDC government before said they had evidence to lock up Dr. Mitchell because they know he take a briefcase of money. Nothing can come out of it. This present NDC said they had what? Cabinet conclusion?
We're waiting
Nothing
still.
can come out of it. But remember, when Dr. Mitchell going to have his conclusion, you know, still some of our listeners don't say it. The house on the hill, our pants to fit everybody, and them tailor out they good. So I just hope they understand that. Because you can't play with taxpayers' money like that and think you can't be accountable for it. You know, it's high time. I mean, it's just, but you know something? Long road from Agagoot. Now listen, I'm glad the voice come back, man. I got a voice come back.
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
doing what you're doing and keep us informed.
Yeah, man. I'll try to stay as quiet as possible during the day.
All right, brother. Take
All right.
care.
You have a blessed one. All right.
See you.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, the Minister of Housing did say that the house is being utilized.
Take this question right now, the question of the low-income houses. Could you give us an update on that, please?
Well, the low-income houses are available. We are going through the process of purchase before living in, and as soon as persons who apply are able to secure the loans in the bank or the credit union, they will get the conveyances done and they will get a key. Money hand over to the housing authority, and these persons will get a key. So the houses are available, and we are waiting on persons who apply to come forward with the cash so that they can occupy the houses.
Okay, I think the question was for Carriacou and PT Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
And PT Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
And PT Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
And PT Martinique in the wake of burial.
We have utilized some of the houses there for persons who have been displaced.
So you see, it's not me saying it, you know, the woman say that they utilize some of the houses there for the people who have been displaced, but the lie detector test proved that was a lie. Yeah? I wonder, let me hear the man again, boy. What are you saying there again, boy?
While they can catch themselves. It is criminal to have a woman with children in those conditions, and you have the current housing scheme provided by the people of China still locked up.
What about after Hurricane Beryl and you have literally thousands of people in Carriacou who are homeless, and you have the houses in Dumfries built by the People's Republic of China and you have them locked up? Yeah? What about that?
Still closed up. An entire year after it was handed over to you by the Chinese government. So you prefer your people to remain homeless and to be on the street than to give them housing that was not provided by you, that was not built by you, but that is part of a grant from the Chinese government, yet you have security guarding the complex.
Yeah. Just remember that as the individual who is the Prime Minister right now after Hurricane Beryl and people can't get the houses in Carriacou.
While they can catch themselves. It is criminal to have a woman with children in those conditions, and you have the current housing scheme provided by the people of China still locked up, still closed up. An entire year after it was handed over to you by the Chinese government. So you prefer your people to remain homeless and to be on the street than to give them housing that was not provided by you, that was not built by you, but that is part of a grant from the Chinese government, yet you have security guarding the complex.
Yes, indeed. Folks, and that is nearly all the time we have. Yeah, I see the phone lines going, but I can't take the calls again, folks. We are nearly out of time. Folks, that is all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. No, I really can't take the call. That is all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It has been wonderful being here with you and, of course, interacting with you. Tomorrow, we have a guest on Talking Tuesdays with us. And, of course, on, the program, Wednesday, Tuesday. And there is a very high possibility of a Friday night forum this week. Yeah, as we move towards General Council on Sunday. So, folks, don't forget, those of you who would like to head out to the General Council meeting of the new National Party, it is happening this Sunday at the Grenada Trade Center. For those of you who know your constituency leads, get in contact with your constituency leads. If you do not know your constituency leads, right, here what you have to do. If you do not know your constituency leads, tomorrow morning, anytime after 9, call 440-1875 or 440-1876. Again, that's 440-1875 or 440-1876, so you can make it out to the General Council taking place next week, Sunday, God's willing. Well, this Sunday, God's willing, yeah? The 29th, the day before school's supposed to reopen in Carriacou, this Sunday. All right? So, folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you in everything you say and do. Do it safe and secure. Want to be speaking to and with you, and definitely not about you. My name's Sheldon Scott. I am out. Love each and every one of you. We'll see tomorrow night, God's willing, with another Talking Points just for you.
Let's go. I really had fun writing this ISO, so please don't take me serious. Oh no, no, no. And if you take it out of context, it's your damn business when you get vexed. They say I only sing when the Congress in power. That may as well be the case. It doesn't change the price of rice and sugar. And then we get the bag of licks, who the hell know where they go? Maybe by the Baptist man for Shango, but they have a great history of returning with landslide victory. But I could see they're making preparation, even though they don't have in convention. So forget NNP and govern the place, cause too much tears run down people's face. Falling with their mouth closed. How they do that, only God knows. Man who could talk, they balling with their jaws locked. I thought only dummies used to do that. A lady told me she's dying inside slowly. But she don't mind once it's NDC killing she. She say we had enough under Claudius, so nothing wrong if baby Jesus kill us. Democratization was early as our inception. We always had freedom of speech, lap and cut, just as we walk the street. But when your mouth start to run as river, like them guns on the port unit silencer, too much sensitive information end up in the hands of KB and Sheldon. But practices and principles are there to follow. You can't just do anything by just so. But when the sheet hit the street, some poor NNP insider gets the blame for licking it. So step up and optimize your performance, cause you already failed in your first advance. Social media can fool people barely, and by the way, you promise us a lot of money. They crying with their mouths closed. How they do that, only God knows. They're afraid to talk your supporters on the attack when